AITA for calling my sister an idiot, worse than a kid, and that she deserves being divorced. English isn't my first language and I'm tired, so I apologize for any mistakes. I moved in with my parents for the summer for my job, so save money, since the hotel I work is a 40 minutes train ride from my hometown. My sister has been living with them for the last 4-5 months, because her husband is divorcing her and she isn't allowed to be near their children for now. My sister fell for an American scam called Young Living that sells essential oils, and in 8 months she spent around €12,500, all their saving, on buying inventory that she was supposed to sell. She hid it in their apartment's basement where they never usually go. Bill had to repair one of the kids' bikes, so he went there to get his tolls and found the boxes. Bill confronted my sister, and to her credit she admitted to everything, including to secretly mixing the oils in their food. Bill threw her out and filed for divorce. There was an emergency hearing, because he wasn't allowing her to be alone with the kids, in which the judge decided that my sister is a danger to the kids and she will only be allowed visitation when she sees a psychiatrist. She has refused to go and is fighting the order. Bill still allows us to see the kid, and I even babysat them a couple of times when I didn't have exams and was still in the capital. My sister and Bill both work as engineers and are well paid. The kids are in kindergarten. My sister mostly works from home. Since I moved here last month, my sister had been a nightmare. The only thing she does is scream, cry, or complain, but she doesn't listen to advice. She has changed 3 lawyers. I finished my night shift at the hotel bar club and was home by 7 a.m. My parent had already gone to work and my sister was in the living room drinking coffee. As soon as she saw me, she started complaining how unfair her life is. I just wanted to eat breakfast and go to bed, and she wouldn't even let me go to the kitchen. After the 4th minute I couldn't take it and shouted the title at her, and that she is luck Bill didn't make Facebook posts or contact her job to get her fired. She started crying and locked herself in her room. She is still crying and she throwing her stuffed animals at the wall to my room. Also, she is late for work since her laptop and phone are on the living room table. So AITA, edit, thanks for all the advice. My parents came home finally and are currently fighting with my sister after I told them what has been going on. Dad gave me the car keys so I can sleep in it, since I won't be able to sleep in the house for some time and I have a morning shift tomorrow. AITA for stopping payments on my child's apartment and not paying for their way to our family vacation. I have several children and their mother is no longer in the picture. While raising them as a single parent, I've always told them that I will pay for their college so they won't graduate with debt, but there are strings attached. The main one is that they have to pick degrees that will support their lifestyle. The other main stipulation is that I will continue to support them for a year, after which they are on their own. My eldest graduated last year with a degree with which I wholeheartedly disagree. We've had heated discussions about their career choice while they were in school, but I was unsuccessful at getting this child to change their mind due to their passion for this field. They are now working in a field that pays about $65,000 a year with a career ceiling of approximately $85,000. There is not a path to make more in this career in our city and state. I bought them a car as a graduation gift and have been paying for the insurance and maintenance. I've also allowed this child to use my account at the grocery store. I've also been paying my child's $5,000 a month apartment rent and utilities since last year, and now their lease is coming up and they want to resign it. When they came to me a couple of days ago, I reminded them it's been a year and now they're on their own. We got into a heated discussion which boils down to they can't afford to live in the city while working at their jobs. They would have to move so far out that they'll have to find another job during a time when the market is not great. I refused to budge as they knew this was coming, and I wanted to make sure my other kids know I'm serious about them earning their own way through life. During our discussion, I dropped the other shoe that they're responsible to pay their own way from now on, which includes our family reunion vacation next summer. They argued there's no way they can afford to pay for everything, including a 2 weeks vacation in Europe, on their salary, and begged me to reconsider. I refused. This child called their grandparents, aunts, and uncles to try to get them to change my mind. My other kids are staying out of it, but the rest of the family is even split. Half thinks I should continue to pay since I can easily afford to, while the other half agrees with my sink or swim decision. Am I being too strict? AITA for charging my friends for my homemade meals. I have always been passionate about cooking and experimenting with new recipes. Over time, my culinary skills have developed, and I have become quite adept at creating delicious and unique homemade meals. Many of my friends have tasted my creations and have expressed their love for my cooking. Lately, my friends have been requesting that I cook for them on a regular basis, as they find my meals to be restaurant quality and a delightful change from their usual routine. While I enjoy cooking for others and seeing them appreciate my food, it is quite time-consuming and requires a lot of effort on my part. In light of this, I started charging my friends a small fee for the meals I prepare for them. I believe that my time, effort, and ingredients should be compensated for, just like any professional service. I am not trying to turn it into a full-fledged business, but charging a reasonable amount helps cover the costs and acknowledges the effort I put in. However, some of my friends are now upset and accusing me of being greedy and taking advantage of our friendship. They argue that since I enjoy cooking, I should be happy to share my food without expecting any compensation. They claim that charging them diminishes the spirit of friendship and turns our gatherings into business transactions. I am conflicted now, as I feel that my friends are being unfair in their expectations. So, Reddit, AITA for charging my friends for my homemade meals.